49ers and Browns.
I love this line. I'll take Cleveland plus 6.5. First of all, the Browns at home, excellent defense, and probably the most underrated roster in the league. Myles Garrett has 13 sacks the last month. No other player has more than 13 the entire season. Good luck, Niners. Brock Purdy, multiple interceptions in 4 of his last 5 starts, and it's going to be windy and snowy conditions. He has struggled with ball security in crappy weather. I also think this team is overly reliant on Christian McCaffrey. How much gas does Christian have in the tank? I think we saw enough from Shedeur. I'm going to take a close game either way. Let's say the Niners win late, but I like the points. 24-20 San Francisco, take 6.5.
Woo! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cleveland Browns defense is legit. I'm fascinated to see what Brock Parade and Shaw and Kyle Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey have in store. Katie Jennings, et cetera, et cetera. That should be legit. The 49ers defense is the most confusing. They are so banged up. They are so decimated. That's why everyone's praising Robert Saleh, and he deserves all the credit in the universe. And if this defense was healthier combined with Robert Saleh, I'm like thinking Chatter Sanders has no chance, right? I'm like none. 0. But it's a little unpredictable with what this team will be able to continue to bring week after week after week. I could see it going one of two ways defensively for the 49ers against Shedeur and the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur either plays absolutely awful and Robert Saleh is just like, yeah, come on, man. What do you, come on. Like, stop. What do you think this is? Or he plays okay, right? Like, it's just an okay game. It has a couple maybe nice plays, but it's just another like, okay, you know, like, yeah, it was his second start. I would not anticipate some great grandiose, you know, epic like Shedeur has arrived game. I would find that the most shocking, quite honestly. I mean, the 49ers defense is so tricky to evaluate because they just continue to have injuries throughout the course of the season. And so, like, their point differential or their defensive points per game, you know, allowed per game, like, it's just not really going to tell an accurate story, honestly. You know, giving up 30 against the Bucks, and that's when you had a couple, like, devastating injuries. Then you hold the Falcons to 10, but, like, they've been the most inconsistent, you know, offense around. And then you know, give up 26 to the Texans, give up 24 to the Giants. I think Jackson Dart was playing that game. I assume he was. Can't remember off the top of my head. Then you gave up 42 to the Rams. That game got out of control very quickly. 22 to the Cardinals, but then held the Panthers to 9, which was obviously the most recent game. Should have been more. That was just a Bryce Young special, honestly. So, but also the 49ers and Brock Purdy gave up interception after interception after interception. And that's the thing too, right? Like, it's not like the Panthers have this, the Browns certainly have a significantly better defense. And yet we just saw what Brock Purdy did against that defense. So, like, you know, this game does have a few question marks around it just because of the unpredictability. Brock Purdy getting reacquainted with his team, coming back from his injuries. This defense again being decimated with injuries, and Robert Saleh really pulling a lot of rabbits out of a lot of hats. But, you know, will he be able to continue to do that with a quarterback who you don't really know at all? Obviously with Shedeur and Stefanski being, I believe, to be a great offensive coach, despite what a lot of Shedeur fans want to try to make up. But the one thing, you know, really the only thing that we truly do know about this game is, or that we can say with true confidence in her chest out, this Cleveland Browns defense will come to party, right? Like, they are going to be there. They are going to be a force. No doubt, right? No doubt about that. So that's what I'm now interested in. What can this 49ers, it's very just kind of cut in half, which again, you can kind of say this about every game, but to me it's very devoid of, you know, seeing what this offense has in store for this Cleveland Browns defense, and then hopping over from the Cleveland Browns perspective and seeing, like, what can Shedeur do against this 49ers defense, and hop now back to the 49ers perspective of, is this defense good enough to absolutely destroy a quarterback who's in his second start of his NFL career, right? Who, despite what people want to invent, played okay, capital O, capital K. He played OKK against Las Vegas Raiders, who are awful, who are absolutely terrible, right? So that's this game is weirdly juicy. You know, this game is also weirdly juicy. It would be less so if it wasn't Shador, and if it would be less so as well if this defense wasn't so great for the Browns, and also less so if the defense wasn't so banged up and a little bit of a wild card for the 49ers. So I can't wait. I kept thinking that there's a lot of these skippable games this weekend, especially because it seems like a lot of the really juicy games are on Thanksgiving and Friday. Those are some fascinating matchups, and the weekend games are, I don't know. There's a handful of games kind of like, whatever. But like, I feel like under normal circumstances, this game could have been, whatever. It's the 49ers versus the Browns. Like, Browns aren't doing anything. The 49ers should win this game. But like, there's some juice here. Brock Pye does need to play better. Now he's going up against a sign, an elite defense. Myles Garrett, obviously an absolute monster. This defense has been playing great, but severely banged up and going up against a quarterback, Shador Sanders. The Shador Sanders right now. Like, I want to just skip Thanksgiving at this point and catch some of these games on Sunday, man. Like, I am all for it right now. I am all for it. But Colin's got the 49ers winning, but he's got them struggling. He's got them struggling, especially Brock. And he's got Shador being succeeding. So, we'll see. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the San Francisco 49ers winning but struggling at Cleveland against Shador, Myles Garrett, and Stefanski? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thanks you so much.